Hello parents, this is just quick instruction on how to play Pass the Princess game. All right, you have a box that they cannot see into. If you have a different container that you want to use, that's fine. I just happen to have these boxes. Okay, and you are going to be getting, or your child is going to be getting, a bunch of word cards. And the cool thing about these word cards is they are princesses. Okay, so they will have different words on here. Some of the words are harder, some of the words are easier for your, if there's a little brother or a little niece that they want to play with. Okay, so you might want to just go through all the cards with them and see what they do know and don't know, and put a lot that they do know and just a couple that they don't know into play at that time. Okay, so what you do is you're going to take the cards, decide how many you want, and go ahead and put them in the box where they cannot see in. Okay, they will be taking turns pulling a card and reading it. Okay, if they're playing with a younger sibling, then they can help them out if they don't know it. All right, or especially if it's a harder word. Okay, so they would pull out this, take turns pulling them out and read it yellow, and then they get to keep it. All right, keep it with them. Then the next person will take a turn, pull out a card, and say 2. So they will get to keep that one. Okay, someone else will reach in. Let me show you. Someone else will reach in, make sure they're not looking, and they will pull out a card and try to read it. If they can't read it, then they need to ask someone to read it for them, but after they have been told what the word is, they need to put it back. Okay, so if I didn't know this word, I would ask someone what is the word, and they would say white. And I would look at it and think white, white, in case I pull it again. And then it goes back in here. You only get to keep the ones that you can read. All right, so this goes back and forth and back and forth. And you could have 2 players, 4 players, as many as you want. Okay, and they don't all have to be at the same level. Okay, so as I say, you're going to take turns back and forth, reaching in and getting words. At some point, someone is going to reach in and get one of these cards. Okay, and these cards mean that that person who got that card gets to take a card from another person. All right, and this is something that's good to be discussed ahead of time so that they don't get really upset. I find that when we've been playing it for a while, they understand that, you know, they're not going to keep the cards anyway, so that's okay. So if someone pulls this card, they can choose a card from any player that they want, and that player needs to release the card to them. Okay, there are quite a few of these, so cards will be going back and forth. They'll be pulling them from each other, and they continue play. Pretty soon they're going to have a big stack of cards to look at. All right, then when they pull this card, that means that the game is over. So if someone were to pull this card, the game would stop and everyone would count all their cards. All right, and depending on whoever has the most cards is the winner. And of course, as you know, there is no winner. We're just practicing our words. All right, so there should be easy cards in here and harder cards. If your child knows all of these words very easily, you can let me know and I can see if I can get some harder words for you. All right, so anyways, when you get this, either use this container or a different container, go through the cards, see which ones you want to use, make sure that you do have this card in there and the game over card. All right, and then just put them in here, and your daughter and her nieces or her little sister can just go back and forth and play this. Okay, the kids have always loved this game, so that's why I made it copies for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, and if you don't understand something, please email me and let me know, but I think it's pretty easy to know. Okay, and remember that the students need to know, the children need to know, it's for practice for words. It's not to get all the princess cards and keep them. Sometimes they will go in and just pull out the cards and just play with them because they like the pictures that are on them. All right, but I say keep it to be just the game so that when they do get to play the game, they'll be really excited about it. And that's it. That's how we play Pass the Princess. And hopefully it will help your child get to know their sight words better and just be a lot of fun. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.